Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online.
Good day, everyone. Let's start this part of the Good day, everyone. Welcome to My Zone Online School. I am Teacher Hartung, and our theme this week is the seasons and the sky and saving energy. Now, everyone, before we start with our lesson, we need to sanitize. Remember, boys and girls, if you don't have any sanitizer, remember you can wash your hands with soap and water. Now let's see what today's lesson is all about. Today we'll do verbs, length and geometry. Let's start this part of the lesson on page 26. Here we are doing verbs. It says here, what verbs are they? Read the sentence and say which verb it describes. Now remember, boys and girls, when we talk about verbs, we also say that verbs are doing words. Now there in the box on top you will see all the verbs listed there. Let's quickly look at the verbs. These verbs are ask, run, drink, laugh, eat, read, think, build, write, and play. Now there you will see you also have 10 sentences, and there you have to say which verb each sentence describes. Now the first one I have done on the board, so let's quickly read the first one together. The number one says, take in food through your mouth. Now what happens when we take in food through our mouths? It means we eat. So there we made use of the first verb, which is the word eat. And that is how you have to go and put in all the other verbs to describe or that describes each sentence. Let's quickly look at the next part of the activity. Now here it says that you have to put the letters in the correct order to form the verb. Now there you will see you have 5 verbs all mixed up, just like the first one which I have done over here. Now you have to go ahead and put this scrambled word into the right word. Now here you will see number 1 actually means or is actually the word count. So when we count, it means we're also doing something. Now I want you to go ahead and try and find the verbs, all the verbs for the first part, for all the sentences, or all the verbs that describes each sentence, and then you go ahead and you unscramble all these letters to get the right verb. Now, while you are busy doing that, I'm going to leave you to it, and I'll see you shortly after this break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Let's start this part of our lesson on page 27. Now here we are doing measurement, and today we are looking at length. It says here, estimate, measure and record the heights in centimeters. Now there you will see, there you have many different containers, and here you have to estimate, and then you measure, and then you record the height of each object. Now there you will see there's a little arrow or little line next to each item or next to each container. So first, when we estimate, it means we must just first guess how high this container or this bottle is in centimeters. Now that is an estimate. Then afterwards you go ahead and then you take your ruler, and then you go ahead and measure exactly from one point to the next point. Now, if you look at the first bottle, how high would you estimate that first bottle to be? Maybe you say it's 0.5 centimeters. All right, then we go ahead. On the board you will see there's a little picture here, but we just keep it as an example. So let's say you will have the estimate and then the measured amount. So if you guess and you say maybe 0.5, then you go ahead and you take your ruler, you measure it, and there you will see the first container is 1 centimeters. Now you have to do that for all the other containers as well. Now let's quickly go back to the page and see what we have to do next. Now in the next part it says, here you have to measure and record the length, A, B, the width, and C, the height. Now on the page there you will see you have a picture of a big box. Can you see the carton box? Good job. Now there you will also see it shows us the height, it shows us the length, and also shows us the width. Now all you have to do here is take your ruler, and then you measure first the length, then you measure the width, and then you measure the height. And then you go ahead and you write it in. And then in the last part of the activity there it says, the height of the boat is 7 meters and the length is 5 meters. Now by using that information, boys and girls, you have to go ahead and then for A, you must add up the length plus height. For B, the height minus the length. For C there, you must double the height. Remember, boys and girls, we said here that the boat is 7 meters high. So you take 7 and you double 7. And then you have to also double your length, which is 5, and that means you have to double 5. Now on the board, I did one example for you once again. Remember here we said the height is 7 and the length is 5. So here it says length plus height. Remember our length is 5 meters plus height, which is 7 meters, and that is equal to 12 meters. Now boys and girls, before I leave you to finish all these other sums and to measure all your other items, let's quickly turn our booklets to page 28 and see what we have to do here. Now, this part of the lesson, we have to look at, or we'll be doing geometry. And today we are looking at 2D and 3D shapes. Now, in the first block there, you will see you have many different shapes. Let's quickly look at these shapes. You have a cube, a triangle, a pyramid, a rectangle, a circle, a cylinder, a square, a sphere, a cone, and a diamond. Now there it says you have to list out the names of the 2D and the 3D shapes. So you must go back to the examples or to the shapes on top, and then you must list all the 2D shapes, and then you list all the 3D shapes. And on the board I have two examples for you. Here I have pictures, but you can only go ahead and write in the names of your 2D or 3D shapes. Now here we have under 2D shapes we have a triangle and we have a square. And under 3D shapes here we have a pyramid and a cube. All right. Now boys and girls, remember, you know what the difference is between a 2D and a 3D shape. So all you have to do is just go back and look at the shapes on top, and then I know you will immediately know which ones are 2D and which ones are 3D shapes. Now everyone, I am going to leave you to quickly finish this activity, and we'll see you after the break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
We came to the end of today's lesson, boys and girls. Now, before we go home today, we need to remember to sanitize. Now remember everyone, if we don't have any sanitizer, please make sure that you use water and soap to clean your hands. Now before we go home today, I have invited my friend Zoshi to come along and say goodbye with me. Now, I don't see Zoshi anywhere. Will you help me call Zoshi? Zoshi, oh, there you are. We were just looking for you. Now, will you help us say goodbye, or will you help me say goodbye to our friends today? Now, everyone, I hope you will have lots of fun finishing all your lessons. So from Zoshi and I, it's goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.